It's a cool and cloudy day, and under normal circumstances, I'll be at home, in my bed, or on my couch, curled up with a good book. That's right, you know where I'm going with this. Check out my 4 books. Becoming Kylo, The Face of Me, 2 Sides, 1 Life, or Worlds and Dimensions. Go to Amazon.com and check out and curl up with one of my 4 books.
It was about 5 minutes ago when I seen a hottest chick that a youngin' never seen before. I say, yo, the girls I wanna meet up.
I was under the impression that college students were opinionated. I thought they would provide me with gallant and thought-provoking views. So my very first Q&A, I went to the campus of Georgia State University. My wit and communication skills were a bit flat in the beginning, but I had fun.
And I gotta admit that you got my attention. You're making me want to say, oh, you tryna leave? How I love to keep you here with me, you baby.
I'm on the campus of Georgia State, downtown Atlanta, and I'm asking people the question, what do you think people, humanity, should be discussing and talking about amongst each other, but are not? Hi, what's your name? Smart. I have a question. We as a people, as a race, as a species, should be speaking about... Hi, one question. What do you think? Fair. My finger was in the frame of some of the shots. But overall, the video was okay. Muhammad, I have a question for you. What in society that people talk about today that you think that is possible? I say that a little loud. Georgia State gave me the confidence I needed to lead an interview. I found out that it was much more than just asking questions. People needed guidance and to feel a sense of trust and connection with the interviewer. I had to take charge.
If it were up to me, we would spend more time talking about how food has been weaponized against us and how the food is destroying our health.
Right.
I'm a good example of how learning that I was able to change everything that I was eating, and I lost 106 pounds in 9 months. I have 2 torn ACLs. They told me I wouldn't walk without surgery. I'm walking, and I did that by putting my crutches in the shopping cart, practicing every day, twice a day for 2 hours, until I was able to let the cart go after 2.5 months and walk on my own. As a result, also 62 years old, I got rid of all of my ailments, heart issues, diabetic issues.
After you change your diet.
All I did was change my diet.
There you
Didn't go to the gym, and I still lost 106 pounds.
There you go. I feel real personal about that because I don't eat meat either.
Good.
I don't eat meat, and I eat only organic foods.
Yeah.
For the same reason you do.
Yes, it changes everything.
It does, man.
Yep.
Anything else you want to add on that? Because I like that, man.
I'm 62 years old, and I'm going on 40. That's it.
I know. It makes you feel good, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
There you go, man. I appreciate you, man.
Like, people still seem to close their eyes on racial injustice a lot.
On what now?
Racial injustice. That's true.
More specific, could you mean like when it's coming to the places that we go and frequent all the time? Stuff like that?
They say it's gone. They say the oppression is gone, but it's never truly gone.
And it is a conversation that needs to be had.
Yeah, because nobody speaks on the specifics of it, do they?
No,
They'll
they
just talk around it, but they never talk
And
right.
on a plane crash that happened this year.
That is also a topic worth discussing.
Which one is that?
The one with all the plane
crashes
crashes.
that's happened this year.
Oh, that's true. And nobody's saying anything about it because I know about it too, and I don't even talk about it.
Yeah, they just kind of brushing that under the rug.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, you guys got some good things there. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I feel like everyone thinks it's fake and not happening, but look at how cold it is in the middle of March and look at how hot it was in the middle of December. Like, just common sense stuff. I feel like we can see it. We're looking at it happening and people are still saying it's not.
Right, and it's probably because people are looking all over the place and not right at they need to
Not
be
right
seen.
in front of them, literally.
Right. So yeah, so the weather is one of the big things that you think that should be discussed
And
more.
just the environment in general, like everything's been going downhill so fast. I feel like we're not doing anything to stop it.
So what do you think about that that momentum of downhill that you just spoke of? What do you think about that?
I think it's sad and it's scary that like one person, if I could solve it myself, I promise I would, but it takes so many people and we're not all united. We're not.
Do you think we're going to get there?
I hope so. It's not looking good, but I hope so.
Well, I tend to think positive about it, but I do think we'll get there. But it's just going to take some effort, I think.
Of course, yeah.
And people like you that's aware and conscious about stuff like this, it's going to help. Okay? All right. Anything else you want to add to that?
I'm good, thank you.
All right, thank you. Okay, could you elaborate? You said unity?
Unity.
So we should be more united.
Yeah, like coming together.
And you don't think that there's enough of us talking about that? It's probably the reason why.
not.
Yeah. You want to elaborate on it a little bit?
I'm kind of tired. I just get off work. No, for real, I am.
Well, I understand. So, but that's you say unity is something that you just don't hear about that we need to be discussing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I agree with you because we got to move forward.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, man. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Okay.
The way
The
people
state
are,
of-
the way people are treating each other. I mean, yes, I think it should be more spoken about. Kindness. I'm teaching them. We need to be kind to
That's-
everybody.
Those are your kids?
That's yeah.
Yeah. And there's not enough unity.
No,
And
not at all.
yeah. And I do think it's because we don't discuss it enough.
Definitely.
So I'm hoping a channel like this could help open up some stuff like that. And you
Yes, sir. Yeah.
are on the right track, I feel. And I thank you for
am.
that answer.
Trying change the energy. you
Yes,
know?
there you go. There you go.
Can I follow you?
Yes, you can. I'm Kylo Mims,
Let me see your. Awesome.
and I've just started this channel up. I've had about 14 videos on it, and I think you'll enjoy it.
Awesome.
But that's a good answer when you said about energy, because that's the whole point. Is the energy have to change before we can change, right?
Completely, definitely,
Great,
and
great.
protect our energies. You
Yes.
know, and raise everybody else's.
There you go.
Definitely.
I can tell you're conscious.
I'm trying to be. I'm not eloquent about it though.
You know something? They say just be yourself.
Yeah. And I'm
The
just
eloquence
trying
will
to
come.
Be kind and spread love. You know, it's hard in this world right now, but
Well, do you think you have to be authentic?
completely. Authenticity is a huge part of my life. Completely, definitely.
Well, I appreciate that, and that was very good answer. Thank
Trying
you.
to find you so I can follow you. Maybe you need to help me. Oh, here you are.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
All right. I had a few interviews under my belt when I found my way over to the men and women of Morehouse College. They had something to say about higher learning.
So in my opinion, if you were to replace all of the high-level institutions with on-the-job work training, I do believe there would be certain trades such as engineering.
Speak up for the Irish.
Sculptors, you'll have certain people definitely that like tutors on college institutions. I don't know if that would benefit everybody. So we're not going to be able to have any doctors or lawyers or attorneys who do the education. So might not be the person that answer that question, but I know that there's a lot of great the way people feel about it in their workforce. Me personally, one of the reasons why I did come to college was first for the experience. It's definitely been a great experience. Honestly, the brotherhood slash just being able to get to know myself more before taking life so serious. Not to say that this isn't serious. I'm putting myself in something during the workplace. If they have us, those factors play into that.
Really? Okay. Well, you said that really well.
I think if we were to abolish higher learning and replace it with just directly work to pipeline,
There will be a whole lot more students, or a whole lot more people in the workforce. That's what somebody else said. Somebody else said the same thing. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good. Anything else you want to add? Ask folks today, what does it mean when someone is a survivor? And give me two qualities.
Okay,
of a
so
survivor.
for me, being a survivor is if you're black, you're a survivor. In terms of like life after slavery, I mean, I feel like the intent is to not let black people live as long as they can.
Okay.
So I think just staying alive is an act of resistance. So if you survive to make it to another day, you're a survivor in my book.
You want to be more specific, though? I mean, is there anything like specific, like in my opinion, flexibility? That's one thing that I feel like you have to be a survivor.
Yeah.
Is there anything specific that you think that
you have to be a survivor? I think maybe just belief in self, self-belief. I think we're not always encouraged to put ourselves first. I think selfish has a negative connotation, but I think if I'm being selfish as in I'm trying to do what I need to do to be the best me possible, then I can do nothing but be the best person for everybody else. So maybe being selfish in a positive way.
Okay. Oh man, that's a good answer.
Yeah.
Very inspirational answer you gave there. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for that. Okay.
Can you say the question one more time?
Okay, yeah, sure. What does it mean when someone is a survivor?
When someone is a survivor, they have, I don't know, it's something of significance they went through, and they've endured something, and now they have to move forward with maybe the grief or the mind, or not the mind, but the memory of going through something. So I feel like that's being the survivors, being able to notate a moment in time and move forward from it.
Okay, and what a person that you just described, what are some qualities, 2 qualities about a person like that?
They're resilient, and I don't know, I guess maybe hopefully hopeful.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
I was thinking about on that level, because the way you describe it, it sounds like they gotta have hope.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. You got anything?
I was gonna say, I guess a survivor would be someone who's like persevered and was like consistent because they kept going. You know
Okay.
what I mean? So
And pretty much.
Yeah, the same thing, but like I guess the qualities would just be like motivated, determined, type of thing.
There you go. Thank you guys. I appreciate your help. Thank you so much. Bye bye. You too. If you want to, anybody who can,
Well, I feel like survival is
a person who is a survivor.
A person that is a survivor, depending on their situation, it could be a traumatic thing that happened to them and they made it through and they still on top, and or it could be, just, some people are born into survival mode where they have to
adjust.
Yeah, adjust and do what they gotta do to make it through. So that's what I think is a survivor.
And what's some qualities of people that are like that? They tend to be what?
Strong. What's the word I'm looking for? Give me a word. Tenacious. Yeah. What does tenacious even mean? Ask them that.
That means they got a lot of.
I'm gonna say also a caring person or an understandable person as well, because unless you've been through some stuff, you never know what no one else is going through, and it makes you more of a
compassionate person.
Compassionate person. That part. That part.
Well, I would say a survivor. When you asked the question, I thought about like a cancer survivor. I would say that it's probably like one of God's strongest soldiers. Like he did. Job took everything from him, and Job still survived and came back with everything. So I think that God only gives his strongest.
The qualities that they need to keep moving for him.
Moving on.
To keep
like
moving
we
for
are
him.
Definitely survivors. Us, right?
I can see that too. I felt that as you guys were coming.
This little baby right here, she like our little sister.
Okay.
Like
Hi.
our kid sister. She's surviving the Atlanta streets right now.
Okay. Okay. All right. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
23.
23, and she's the youngest of the group. Okay.
Yeah, we are. I'm 38. She's 36.
And she don't want to be on camera, so I am
Come
not.
on.
I will not invade her privacy.
Not no more. Okay, well, she always like that. We have to make her. So come on. This is a survivor.
Is she?
Come on. Yes. My girl don't look like what she been through at all.
You want to talk about it, or you want to give something?
She ain't gonna talk about it.
Okay, I understand. I won't go there.
She's beautiful. But all of us have, we all are trying to get together, encouraging each other on being healthier, just outgoing, outspoken, and just being some thriving women.
And being there for each other.
Yeah, being a sisterhood. So that's what we working on the daily.
It sounds beautiful.
And being black women in this world, especially in the South.
And
What you say?
surviving the recession.
Oh man, see that's a different question. I might start another question. For that
Women
one.
that are walking by faith.
Yeah,
That's what we're doing, walking by faith.
Well, all of y'all are so enriching. All four of you are so enriching, and I appreciate the comments and the energy.
Thank you.
It's called Kylo Mims. That's my name on YouTube, and I'm gonna put this on tomorrow sometime. Okay, guys? Those are.
Oh, so I see. It's a pair, but they got the.
I put my baby in there and roll them around.
Thank you so much. You guys are beautiful. Thank you. I appreciate it. Bye bye.
Survivor, somebody that just doesn't give up, somebody that know how to, you know what I'm saying, stand the test of time, stuff like that. And
what are two qualities about people like that?
You can't knock them off their pivot. You know what I'm saying? They're confident. Can't kill their confidence.
Are you a survivor?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I can tell the way you tell your answer that you feel the same. You feel that way about yourself.
Sure.
Okay, gotcha, man. What's your name?
Ty.
Ty?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Ty. Thanks for your time, man.
No problem.
All right, bro. Okay. What does it mean when a person is a survivor? And then two qualities of a person that's a survivor.
To be a survivor, you gotta be able to handle adversity, and you gotta go through certain things, certain challenges to overcome it, and just to know that you come out on the other side and become stronger from it. So I would say the two qualities you need is to be
like for me, I think flexibility is one.
I say being relentless and just driven. You know what I'm saying? Just know you can't give up no matter what.
Yeah, good answers, man. Appreciate you guys.
No problem.
You go.
What does it mean when someone's a survivor?
What does it mean when someone is a survivor?
I honestly think it's somebody who's been through the depths of hell and made it out.
And two qualities of a person that's a survivor.
Ooh.
A person that's been through what you just said, they have to be what?
They gotta have integrity. Yeah. And somewhere in there, there's some honesty.
Oh gosh, I'm feeling that. For some reason, I'm really feeling that.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good enough. Thank you so much. You got anything?
No.
Okay.
I'm shy.
All right. Thank you guys. Have a good one.
What do it mean?
What does it mean when a person is a survivor?
When they overcome something that they have been trying their best to get over that hump, and they finally get over that hump. They survive whatever the situation is.
And two qualities about somebody that's like that.
One, most importantly, they're strong.
Okay.
They're somebody who they're a survivor, so you know because of what they went through, they can help you. And they survived the situation, whatever it was, they survived it. And that's, to me, that's two qualities. Help somebody else and being able to help themselves to get to the next level.
Okay, and this guy, everybody, his name is Matthew. Matthew, is it okay for me to go into details? Matthew used to be, what was your job? A shelter coordinator at one of the shelters that I used to go to on a regular basis. And he was the most fair and toughest and realest person that worked in that staff. And I see him every once in a while, and I always appreciate him. So Matthew, I appreciate you stopping and giving me some help this time. Okay, man?
Thank you. You're welcome.
All right.
What's the first?
Okay, what does it mean when someone is a survivor?
When someone is a survivor, that means they made it through to the other side of an encounter and or situation that was jeopardizing to their safety.
Okay.
Jeopardizing to just them overall.
Okay.
Being confronted by a challenge that you don't have an answer for, but seeing your way through somehow, somewhat.
Okay.
That makes you a survivor.
And then what are two qualities of a person like that? They tend to be what?
Resilient.
Okay.
And self-sufficient.
Self-sufficient. Okay. Do you think you're a survivor?
Fact.
You working on that? You are?
I believe so.
You think so? How about you? Feel like answering that? You good? All right. Well, guys, thank you so much for your help. I appreciate the time, okay?
Thank you.
All right. What does it mean when someone is a survivor? And then two qualities of a survivor.
Okay. What does it mean? I think when someone is a survivor, it means that they've
maybe gone through something difficult. So they have like perseverance, I think is number one. And they also have like some sort of confidence to be like, okay, like I've been through this hard moment and I'm, you know, better now. So they have confidence of like their new life, I guess.
Okay, good answer. Thank you, sir. I appreciate your time. And 2 qualities of a survivor. Take your time.
I mean, a survivor to me is somebody that is determined to get to the next stage in life. No matter what you're going through in life. And the 2 qualities is determination and having faith.
There you go.
You know, keep driving, man.
There you go. Sounds good. Good enough. Thank you. I don't have a religion. I'm not a religious person, but I am a spiritual person. I used to consider myself Christian, and this was a long time ago. That's what I used to consider myself. Months had passed since I started my YouTube channel. The weather was starting to change, and much of my day was filled with editing videos or coming up with interesting questions to ask. I was connecting with people again. One of the new segments I started was called Sit Talk. They were one-on-one conversations with some very interesting people. From there came group talk with 2 or more people. I liked what I was doing. Fishing at Piedmont Park, and I'm gonna sit in and be a fly on the wall.
Let's jump right there.
Yeah, I see him. With the ducks. How long have you
It wasn't too long after I added the new segments when I found out that I needed 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 viewing hours before YouTube would monetize my channel.
You said bass?
I didn't know that. Oh boy.
That's why the pelican is out here. The basic view.
Then, sometime in March, DFAX reactivated my food allowance card. That freed up the money I was using from panhandling, which had dwindled down considerably.
These were the first apartments I moved into when I moved to Atlanta in 1990. I'm gonna go see if I can find the apartment that I lived in.
April 13th to be exact. At a moment's notice, I knew that it was time for me to go, to leave Atlanta. I was able and willing to spend $200 for a one-way train ticket to Miami. Though I wanted to leave right away, I knew that booking in advance would get me the better deal. So I set out to book a ticket for 1 month in advance. But I ran into an obstacle that I could not have anticipated.
This was the very first job I got.
So I called the Amtrak station, because I've been trying to get to Miami actually for the past year, and solely because of the weather. I wanted a place, if I'm going to have to be outside, I'd rather be in a warm climate. So I knew Miami would be the perfect spot for me if I decided to leave Atlanta. And so I called the Amtrak station and they told me, I told them I'll get it a month in advance. And she told me the price was $400 and some one way to Miami. I was like, what? So she said that's because it has to go to Alexandria first and then it goes back down to Miami. And without hesitation, without any pause, I just interrupted her. I said, well, how much does it cost to go to Alexandria on the same day? She did her little stuff. She said, $125. I said, I'll take it. That's exactly how it happened. I said, I'll take it. And I booked the ticket to Alexandria for $125. And that's how I decided to come to Alexandria. Don't know nothing about Alexandria. It was meant to be. The way that went down with the Amtrak operator, it happened just like that. There was no pausing, no hesitation. The mind didn't get in and cloud up the decision making. It was all free flowing. And so I knew it felt right. I was in Alexandria, Virginia for only a few days before I found my way to Washington, D.C. I want to leave you with this observation. There are only two kinds of people on planet Earth today. One, people who are striving to move forward and become better and more humane human beings. And two, those who are not. I'm still blackballed, but I live on the streets of Washington, D.C. now. I'm treated a little bit better here. Not as many people participate in the ugliness of mankind. But unfortunately, it is that ugly and creepy behavior in people that keeps me on my toes. But I won't miss it when it's gone.